Seattle fight fans, Seattle Mike MMA with friends, everybody, please hit that like button if you like what I do here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure and ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video or go live, like this Saturday for the return of former long-reigning welterweight champion Tyrone Woodley versus up-and-coming knockout artist Gilbert Burns. Guys, I'm starting a new series. A lot of you seen in the community tab that I put a post out there to offer your questions up. What do you want to hear me talk about? What questions do you have for me? The response was pretty good. A lot of you had a lot of questions out there. Chris Jackson, I am getting to you on that Fight Island thing. First of all, I have learned a lot about Fight Island. Yes, it is a real thing, and I am going to be making a video on that very soon. I think you guys are going to like that. I think everybody's going to be excited. But for this video, we're going to go to a video from Drew Owings, or a question from Drew Owings asking, what do you think about the return of Mike Tyson? Well, first of all, you guys all know I'm a huge fan of Mike Tyson. Growing up watching him, it was one of the most exciting Saturdays. It was one of the most exciting events when Mike Tyson was fighting. And a lot of the weeks, I got to tell you, I was quite the fight nerd, because a lot of the weeks I spent in between Mike Tyson fights, I spent trying to figure out who he was going to be fighting next or anticipating his next fight. It was a big part of my life. When Tyson was in jail for those 3 years, I felt almost in a way mentally like I served that time with him. That's how big of a part, of my life, how much I enjoyed watching him fight. Then I seen him on Joe Rogan a little over a year ago, and I was surprised that he's talking about fighting now. Because on Rogan, he said he's not that person anymore. He doesn't want to be that person anymore, and that's why he doesn't hit the bag. It's why he doesn't hit pads. Basically, he just does the elliptical, a little bit of workout. You could see at one time he had put on a significant amount of weight. I believe he was over 300 pounds. And he seemed very, very happy, very at peace, not being in the boxing scene. Then you see him slowly start to show up at more and more fight events, MMA events. Then you see him kind of messing around with John Jones a little bit of sparring, and then a couple other guys. And then, about a month ago, we see this video posted with Rafael Cordera, an MMA coach, holding pads for Tyson. And at 53 years old, he looked very, very good. All of a sudden, he is in shape. He looks like he knows what he's doing hitting those pads. He looks vicious. There was some creative editing done in that video as well, I'll admit. But he looked very good for 53 years old. So how do I feel about him coming back? If he thinks he has the fighting spirit, which he may, he loves charity. He wants to help people out with this thing. He's been putting charity events out there for this whole quarantine virus that I'm not supposed to talk about. And he seems very motivated. He says, I'm back. So he would like to do something, I think, for charity or exhibition. His name has been thrown out there, anywhere from an exhibition bout in Australia for $3 million to bare knuckle boxing, offer him $20 million to fight any fighter on their roster. He's been, he showed up at WWE events, sporting events, MMA events, everything else. But one of the greatest things I think I heard him say was, I allowed my ego to come back, but he's the greatest hype man that's for a fighter. That's not just a promoter. The guy's awesome. He said, the fight gods have called on me to return. I mean, how exciting is that? Do I want to see Mike Tyson in a 12-round professional boxing match against another, killer in his prime at 53 years old? it's not really what I'm looking forward to. What I'm looking forward to is the pageantry, the music, the event, the fireworks, and Mike Tyson going out there and hopefully taking care of business pretty quickly. Speaking of bare knuckle boxing, I like something that they've done with the 2-minute rounds. 5 2-minute rounds. I've said for a while I'm a proponent of, with these older guys in their 40s, and in this case it would be their 50s, of them coming back under shorter rounds. If they want to continue to fight and extend their career, and they're going to fight guys that are the same age, why does it matter? Give them 2-minute rounds. Possible opponents have came anywhere from Shannon Briggs. Tito Ortiz called him out, said he wants to do like a boxing 1 round, MMA the next round. That was pretty weird. And then Evander Holyfield at 57 says he's making a comeback. He would like to fight him. Tyson seems interested in that, in a trilogy match. I think it would be like a 3-round exhibition, maybe 3 3-minute rounds or 3 2-minute rounds. But Tyson looks in sensational shape. If he can get in there for somewhere around, anywhere from 6 to 15 minutes, I think it's an awesome idea. I think it could really raise a lot of money for charity. Jim Ross, legendary wrestling commentator this week, said right now content is king, and Mike Tyson's about as hot a content as there has ever been. And I agree with him. So watching Mike Tyson is an absolute spectacle, and I'll tell you, I would not have a fight companion on it. I'll tell you guys why, because I would have the biggest party at my house that I've had since Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. What do you guys think, though? I'm going to turn the question back around to you. Thank you, Drew Owens, for the great question, but I want to know, what do you guys think? Are you excited about seeing Mike Tyson back? If so, who do you want to see him fight, and what kind of structure, rounds, minutes, things like that? As always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see you fine asses later.